Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm gonna do something a little different, and I've been seeing these go around and I was like, oh, I love watching them, but I had never thought to make one because I didn't really see the point for I was like, who would want to watch that? But then I realized, I was asking Danny, I was like, what name would we... This video is gonna be loud, sorry, with the toddler. So I asked him oh, what's our top girl names? And I could not remember my favorite girl name. I texted him I don't know, randomly the other day, and I was like, what is it? I don't remember. And so I want to make this video so I can look back on. I know we're not planning, I'm not pregnant. I'm not planning on having a baby for a while, but I like to be prepared. I like to know these things before it's gonna happen. You can hear that he's coloring in the background. So I have 5 boy names and 5 girl names, and I would say they're pretty unique. I don't think they're super common. If you didn't know, we have a 1-year-old and his name is Noe Rock, and he's like, yeah, that's my name. And yeah, that's your name. And so Noe just basically means Noah in Spanish. It's sorry, I keep having to move him from the camera. No touch. So Noe just means Noah in Spanish, and Danny's family speaks Spanish. My family does not. His family's from Mexico, mine's from here, so yeah, they are. He's so cute. So that way his name, both sides could say it. We call him Noah a majority of the time just because at the doctor's office it's just easier, you know, when they're like, how do you say that? And just call him Noah, it's easier. But that's nice because when he goes to school he kind of has either option if he wants a more common name or if he wants, you know, his actual name that isn't as common. So yeah, so that's kind of how we base our names off of, is one, can the family say it? That's kind of why a lot of names went on this list, because someone couldn't say it in the family, or Danny just didn't like it. No TV. So yeah, that's basically how we base our names off of, is if our family can say it or not. And this list we may use, we may not use. We have our next boy name and our next girl name already picked out. So whenever, in the far future, whenever we have our next baby, we do have their name already picked out. Yeah. And a lot of these names I love so much, but Danny doesn't like that much. But it changes all the time. What names we like and what names we don't. So I'm keeping them on a list as our maybe. This is our maybe list. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. So I have 5 boy names and I have 5 girl names, and I just have one that's a gender. Start off with the boy names. So this name, I for sure thought that I was gonna name my first son this. Before I even met Danny, before I even dated anyone, I was like, this is my first son's name, this has to be his name. Just because when I was doing family history, I went back really far and I saw this name, and I dreamt about it ever since. I was like, this name is it. And then yeah, my family can't say it and his family can't say it, so it's it's out, but it's okay. And that is Titus, and I love it so much. I think it's so unique. But when anyone, my family, jokes and they call it Tight, you can get the picture. And also that's just naturally what Danny's family says when they say it. So that was kind of out. But I still really do love that name. And the next name, which I'm pretty sure that we're going to use this if we have 3 boys, because we have our next boy name picked out. And I love it. Danny doesn't really like it, but I can convince him because this is my favorite name, and it's Atticus. I just love it. I think we can call him Addie, and I just love it so much. It's so cute. And then the next one was actually, we were in church, and our church at the time was in Spanish, and so they said this, and I was like, oh, I like that. It's kind of like Noah's name, where it's a Spanish name but it means something in Spanish. So it's I don't know if this is how you really say it. It's Nephi, and it means Nephi, but I was like, Nephi, oh, that's really interesting. So that's on our list, and Danny's kind of like iffy about it, so I don't know, if we end up having a lot of boys, that might be one of their names. So the fourth name is Ezekiel, and I remember we were watching, what were we watching? What is it called? It's with Sam and Dean. Supernatural. We were watching Supernatural, and Ezekiel, like, I don't know, it just came on and I was like, I love that name, Ezekiel. We can call him Zeke. Like, I just love it so much. I thought that was such a cute name. Danny doesn't really like it, but I like names that you can also have a lot of nicknames, because not a lot of people, even though I have a super common name, not a lot of people call me by my name. They just call me like Ray or like Panda or Bunny. Like, there's like weird names that people call me, so I just like that there's a lot of nickname options with these names. Okay, so the last boy name, fun fact, was actually Noah's name for like a month when I was pregnant. Like, from the time I was like 6 to 7 months pregnant, this was his name. This is what we called him. I like almost ordered a blanket with his name on it because I was so sure, and then Danny one day was like, no, I don't like it, and I was like, oh no. But it's okay, because actually one of our friends just had a baby and they named him this, and so we can't use it for future kids, but it is a really good name, and it's Ezra, and I really like it. At first when Danny brought it to me, I was like, you want to name our baby after like someone from Pretty Little Liars, because that's like the first thing that popped into my head, but there was other meaning to it. But I was like, oh. For my 5 girl names, there's a couple in here that are mostly like Danny's choices, because I just never really picture myself having like a ton of girls, so I kind of already have my girl name picked out, and they're not on this list because I don't plan on having a lot of girls. But I do like these, like, because I just don't have a lot of options. I don't know. So the first one is Prim. I don't know why Danny wanted to name our daughter this, but I actually do like it. And it doesn't remind me of like Hunger Games. It reminds me of like a place, like a city that's next to us. But yeah, Prim. It's cute. It's like really simple. I like short names. I think they're nice. I think it's just easier. And the next name is definitely Danny's pick. I don't know why he picked this name. He heard it somewhere. It's Giada, and I think because he said he he'd want to call her like Gia, but yeah, it's Giada, and it always reminds me of Giada, like from the Food Network. I don't really know her real name, but that's what it reminds me of. So if we have a daughter named Giada, she better make really good Italian food. And then the next name is actually one that I really like. I thought it was so cute, and it's not Danny's favorite, but it's Addie. Oh my gosh. But it is Addie, and I thought it was so cute. Like, at first I had thought of like doing like Adeline, like Madeline, but you know, without an M. And we just call her Addie. He's just playing. He's okay. And we just call her Addie. I just love that name. I think it's so cute. And then the next name is, we were watching, is it the show Arrow? We get a lot of our names from like TV shows. We were watching, I think it was Arrow, and like Oliver's sister is Thea, and I love it so much. I think Thea is so cute, and like I like that. I've never met Thea. Like all these other names, I've met something like similar or like it, but I've never met a Thea. This last girl name is Danny's choice. I don't like it because it resembles my name, and I'm not for like naming my kid after me. Like, Danny really wants to name one of our sons Daniel, and I just think, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of like, for me, like naming our kids after and be like, oh, you're Rachel the 15th. Like, I don't get that. I don't like it. But it's not my name, it just resembles my name, and it's Ray, spelled R-E-Y, after Star Wars. He loves Star Wars. I had to give it to him. If we had, because we have 2 girl names picked out, if we end up having 3 girls, which is a lot of kids, then we'd end up naming her Ray, but no, only if we have 3. Okay, and then the last name I have is a gender neutral name, and I think it's so cute. It's different, and if we were to ever like not know the gender of ours, and I don't know. Yeah, if we were to ever like not know the gender and we just wanted to have like a name picked out, we would choose this name. Danny's not 100% on board, but I'm the one giving birth, so. But it is Rain, and it's spelled R-A-Y-N-E. No more, she's saying no more. No, but it's spelled R-A-Y-N-E, and I think it's so cute. Like Rain, and it's just, ooh, it's so cute. And it reminds me of, you know, the Kardashians. Kourtney Kardashian, her third child name is Rain, but it's spelled differently. And I just think it's so sweet. And I like it like little baby Rain. It's so cute. Yeah, so those are my top names for our future babies. Actually, no, that's a lie. So those are my top unique baby names that we might actually end up using. I'm not sure yet. It kind of depends. Like I said, we have our next boy name and our next girl name. Actually, our next 2 girl names picked out. So we're pretty good for like the next 10 years. But we might use these names, who knows. I really like these names. I think they're very unique. They're inspired by a lot of TV shows, so if you like that sort of thing, you'll like these names. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for sticking around this video if you made it this far with this little kid who the only way I can keep occupied is he's spitting water into my lap. Yep, you are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for our other videos because, yeah, we like to film ourselves. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. All of our links are, you know, are down below, our Instagram, whatever, if you want to follow. There's tons of pictures of baby Noe doing his cute self. Being his cute self. Anyway, this video is way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Say bye!